What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Money Grand National Series. Oh my god, it's been a while since the last time I've said that. But I'm finally back recording and hopefully uploading pretty soon here. We are at Pikes Peak International Raceway for the first time ever here on the channel. And oh boy, things are about to get a little wild here. On the pole, AJ Foyt the fourth on the inside with Brad Teague to his outside. Behind them, Kenny Wallace and 86 of Jerry Cook starting fourth. How about that for Jerry Cook? Behind them, Scott Wimmer in the 66 and Mike Harmon in the 44, rounding out the top six. Green flag in the air, and we are racing from Pikes Peak. Man, it's so crazy to be back recording videos, man. I missed this. I missed it so much. I just couldn't get into it, man. I've been so busy lately. I just couldn't get into recording, but I'm finally back, and we are underway here. Heading down the back straightaway already, some three wide. Lots of crazy action here throughout the field. Three wide as Paul Menard's on the bottom, Jason Keller in the middle, Johnny Sauter up top, and they're gonna sort that out as we complete lap number one. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Mike Harmon. He's going to drive it in deep. Harmon trying to pin him down. He can't quite. Busch is going to clear him. And here comes the 42. That's Juan Pablo Montoya, the rookie, and a couple part-time starts here this season. Jerry Cook working on Kenny Wallace. Meanwhile, AJ Foyt the fourth pulls out ahead. He's still got a decent sized lead. Further back, though, this is where we get into the danger zone here. Midfield, where it's still all bunched up. That's where it's going to get crazy here today. Three wide, Stedman Marlin on the inside. There's a 77 on the outside. That's Bernie Lamar. The 06 of Ty Cleaver right behind him. Cleaver might hop in, try to take it to the middle. Does not. Decided against it. Man, here comes the 25, Ashton Lewis, the 88, Mark McFarland. The 10 of John Andretti working his way up. As we start the single file out here, we've got a funny amount of laps in this race. As Paul Menard diving to the inside of Juan Pablo Montoya. He's going to get in there and hopefully be able, or possibly be able to clear him. Side by side behind them as well as the 59, Stacy Compton inside of Johnny Sauter. Sauter's going to clear him as he heads down into turn 3, hops down in front. Here comes the 54 of Hermie Sattler behind him as well. On the outside, Sattler gets a great run, pinches that 59 car down. And that's going to cause the 48 of Shane Meal to check up as well there. Here comes Meal thinking about taking it to the inside. Does not. Decides against going three wide there. 19 of Chad Blunt up there as well. Nothing's happening now. Starting to calm down, so we're going to jump through here. And there's our first caution of the day. We're going to have to speed run through these because we are really far behind on the season. And we're going to have to try and catch up here. Let's see what brought the yellow flag out. Car slow is Chris Wimmer, Scott Wimmer's brother, Chris Wimmer, in the 23 car. Off the pace, the car losing power there, it seems, and unable to keep that thing rolling. Missed the pit entrance and just comes to a stop right here on the front straightaway. So very strange for Chris Wimmer, but that brings out the first caution of the day. Hop into this restart here. Wimmer back out on track, green flag back in the air, and we are racing once again. Brad Teague, where's he gonna go? He's gonna get stuck behind that 23 car. The 23 way off the pace. Here comes the 22 on the outside. Here comes the 86 to the inside. Three wide down the back straightaway, heading into turn 3, still 3. And Chris Wimmer gonna hold a lot of people up here. Starting next season, we will do away with the lap cars starting on the inside, and we might end up going full time with the double file restarts, the updated double file restarts. So that'll be interesting to see next year. Obviously, at some tracks it proves to be quite treacherous with those double file restarts, but we'll see how it goes in these first couple races next season. The 23 still holding people up. Here comes Jerry Cook on the outside, getting by him. The 54, Hermie Sattler, right behind him. 3 wide in the turns 1 and 2. And fun fact, I was just in an iRacing League race with Hermie Sattler. I've been in a couple this season. It was a Thunderstorm League of Racing. Hermie Sattler is in it. Ryan Vargas is in it. So that's pretty cool to be racing against them. Pretty humbling. To be able to compete against actual NASCAR drivers. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, especially when they go out there and whip you. But side by side back here, the 44 to 00 side by side. Here comes the 19, taking up 3 wide as Chad Blunt dives to the bottom, entering turn 3. He's gonna try to clear that 00. He does clear him out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway. Still side by side behind him though. John Andretti on the high side trying to hang on. Here comes Shane Meal. Here comes Jason Keller in the number 1 car. Meanwhile at the back, Mark Green in that Nashville Predators number 4 car. Steve Park in the 31. The 34, Paul Tracy. Val Wolf. Curtis Davis. All these guys just kind of fighting it out for these last couple spots. Every position matters in these races. And here comes the 66 underneath the 5 of Kyle Busch. Can the 86 follow him through? The 86 is going to have to hop down to the inside as soon as he can here if he wants to get by that 5. Kyle Busch stuck on the high side trying to fight back, but there is nothing up there. It is a one-groove racetrack right now. If you are not on the bottom, you aren't going anywhere. And, AJ Foyt enjoying another nice lead. We're going to jump through once again here. Start slicing through some lap cars here. And yeah, this is a very good point. He's got a 10-second lead. My goodness. Meanwhile, back here, the fight for second still just as tight as they try to get through some lap traffic as well. There's the 86, Jerry Cook, just about outside the top 10 here. Looks like he might have used his tires up. Now just trying to hang on to a top 10 finishing position. Hermie Sattler in the middle. Chad Blunt to his inside. They're side by side down the front straightaway. Those 2 cars from 2003 in this field. So is Shane Meal. Another car from 2003. Got a good mix of cars from 2003 and 2006 in the field. The 03 cars keeping up with the modern cars though. We saw with Brandon LaJoy early on this season. Not running anymore. Not running as many races. Remember, not a full-time driver. Ran a majority of the races this season, but not all of them. So AJ Foyt gets by Brandon Lamar, and there's the battle for second. We got a handful of laps left in this race. We're gonna go ahead and jump through. My apologies. Whoa, what a dive from Scott Wimmer. Getting late into this race. Driver's going to get a little more desperate, as it seems, and using that lap car as a pick. Scott Wimmer using that to his advantage. Jay Sauter, really nowhere for him to go here. Brad T going to get to his outside here. I thought he would try to get to the inside, but He's gonna go to the high side, I guess, so he doesn't have to use his tires up by cutting down mid-corner. Gonna go to the top, clears him up high, gets a good run, cutting down low, and gonna try to work his way back up. But the 66 of Scott Wimmer has come to life here in these closing laps as he catches the 22 of Kenny Wallace, and Wallace trying to defend, runs a little bit lower than normal, can't quite. The 66 is there. Wimmer to the inside, side by side through 1 and 2. Kenny Wallace pinches him down, gets a good run on exit. Is he able to clear him? He might try to. No, he can't. He's unable to. But here comes Brad Teague back up into the mix. Teague going a little higher here. It looks like the group has kind of moved up a little bit over time with the rubber being laid down here. 3 laps to go for these guys here at the stripe. Side by side for P2. The battle for second is on, and it's 3 cars going at it here. Brad Teague checks up a little bit. Coming around 2 laps to go this time by. Still side by side. 2 to go for AJ Foyt, the 4th. If he dominates this race, nearly a 15-second lead. But meanwhile, the battle for second rages on between these two. It is not winding down anytime soon, it doesn't seem. It's going to come down to the wire here as Brad Teague looking way low. But he's way too far back to make anything of it. But he did look to the inside there as we come to the white flag. 1 lap to go, and Scott Wimmer clears the 22. Here comes Brad Teague underneath. Wimmer up to second. Here comes Brad Teague looking for third. Does Teague have anything left? Can Kenny Wallace fight back? Wallace trying his best to hang on to P3. He's not going to be able to, I don't think. Gets a bit of a run down the backstretch. Here comes Shane Meal up into the mix. These guys battling has allowed Meal to reel these guys in. Here comes Shane in the 48. Can he do anything? No, he cannot. Side by side. AJ Foyt, the 4th, wins. Scott Wimmer's going to come home second. And at the stripe, Kenny Wallace just hangs on to 3rd. What a race. What a battle. But that's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.